All right, guys. Well, welcome back to another segment. Today I want to cover Europa League action. You know, my boys, Red Star Belgrade. Today they had a big match against the Belgian side Gent. Um, Basically, the headline going into the game was Red Star missing five standard players, five first team players. One with COVID, and four others due to injuries, and it's literally two of their main attacking players or two of their best creative players, so to say. So I guess you can say people were optimistic in maybe getting a point, but the 3 points I don't think a lot of people thought we could get, even though Ghent has been struggling immensely. No points through their first three games, three matches. We had six, fortunately, and hard earned win, 2-0. Basically, two chances and two goals from Red Star's side. A bit of a change in formation. I actually tweeted out that I thought we're going to go two banks of four and then two up top with Richmond Boachi and Diego Falcinelli up top. But we went with a 4-2-3-1, which is kind of isn't very familiar. I don't want to say it's not familiar to us, but we just don't play 4-2-3-1 anymore. It's usually 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 or some variation of 4-1-4-1, something like that. The first goal fell after 2-3 minutes, and it was Petrovic who had a rocket. The goalie could have done a lot better from Gent's side, but I'm glad to get it early. And once you get that goal early, sometimes I guess the pressure goes away and you kind of feel relaxed. It wasn't the case because Gent absolutely attacked after that, and the rest of the second half was pretty much Gent attacking. And Red Star gets another goal around the 55th minute, I think it was 56th, and then Ghent went even more attacking, which they had to. I mean, they had to get all 3 points today. Even 1 point wouldn't be enough because they'd have won through four matches, and then they'd have to win their last two matches, which is going to be really hard because they're really struggling now, and they have some injuries as well. I know their first team goalie was out for the first, I think, 2-3 matches. I know he didn't play against a Red Star in 3 weeks ago, and they had to go with like the third, fourth option goalkeeper. So they've been going through a little rough patch, and they're also like 10th in the Belgian league, which is very rare for them. They're usually top half, fifth, top five, top six, which is very rare for them. Like I said, um, basically when I saw, so Alex Vukanovic is someone who hasn't played too much this season. They're just Red Star signed better players, so to say. So he's kind of been left out of the team a lot, but he's someone who scored against Young Boys, which was 2 years ago, last year, I think it was last year, yeah, to take us to the Champions League. So when I saw his name in the starting lineup, I felt good about him. I like the kid. Like he played either as a wing or like as a striker, and his work rate is incredible. He did a lot of tricking back, a lot of helping out in defense, and it seemed like when Ghent was attacking, we went to more of a 5-4-1, I guess you can say. And he helped immensely in that portion of the game, and he started some attacks, holding up the ball, getting guys involved. It's just that even though we've had all this experience, so this is 4 years now in European action, either Champions League or Europa League, we still go through these I guess nervousness, like moments of nervousness when sometimes guys get the ball at their feet, and it's like they've never had a ball at their feet. They just don't know what to do with it. Pull it back and then make stupid passes through the middle of the field, which has been happening. Something I've noticed a lot this season. It's been happening a lot, even with our better players. They just send crazy passes through the middle and they get cut off, and the other team creates chances, and that's something you really gotta cut down on, especially if we do advance. It's looking like we will. When you advance to the later stages, like you really got to be careful with that because better teams, no offense to get against a great side, but once you get the Arsenals and then teams like that, of course I mentioned Arsenal, the other team that I support, they're gonna cut that off and they're gonna shred you, and that's something that needs to be taken care of. At the back, we look very sound, even though Rodic, our main left or right back, whatever you want to call him, he could play anywhere really. He was out as well due to the coronavirus. We looked very, very good, which is, I can't even say that we have looked very good at the back during the Europa League. Domestic league, it's a little bit different with, I guess, weaker competition. But even there, we've had some issues at the back. Um, Milinovic is someone who fans criticize a lot. I've criticized a lot. He doesn't read the game very well, and for a center back, that's gonna be a crucial characteristic for him to have because you're the last line of support apart from the goalie. So you not being able to read the plays well can dictate what happens in the match and scoring opportunities for the other team. He did that exceptionally well today. He scored a goal. Literally no one got by him today. So he has these matches where he's either really good or he just like he implodes and guys and he's very slow. So guys, speedy wings or strikers can get by him very easily. Um, but overall, an excellent performance from the team. Dan Stankovic put out the correct formation, the correct guys. Um, I was skeptical when he did take over just because he hasn't had much experience, none at all. But he did an excellent job today of managing the match and making the right substitutions. And his hands were pretty much tied today. Like there wasn't much on the bench. There weren't many guys you could bring off the bench who played a lot this season. Like Boachi came on who hasn't played a lot. You had Radulovic who hasn't played much today, 19-year-old. It was slim pickings today. But going forward, hopefully this is a step forward. We're still technically not clinched, but it would take a catastrophic collapse in the last two matches for us not to make it. So yeah, I have to say I'm satisfied. We got the 3 points, and we move on to face Hoffenheim in our next match, which will be in Belgrade, and then we travel to the Czech Republic for our final match against Slovan Liberec. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this segment of it. I'm going to try to do more of these match recaps as well. Take care.